That's whatever. So I said, you must have planted it in one of your visits to my house. He said, no, he didn't plant it, but you know what? God and nature has a way of knowing that you will need this thing. So he makes sure, God makes sure in his divine wisdom that is within you. If it's not in your house, your neighbor will have it. Somebody close to you will have it. That is how God works. So you know you will need it. So you make sure that it's available for you for the day you will need it. And I started taking that thing since then. I started taking that thing. Even now that I've left that house, I still have enough that will last me till I see another person that I will get it from. You know, so I've said what it is used for. How do you take it? Yes, that's what I want to talk about. So just like avocado, just like any leaf, you will just take a few, like 7 to 10 leaves in a liter of water, boil it for 10 minutes, and leave it to simmer. When I say simmer, it means that all the ingredients that the heat has released from that leaf, leave it to go back into that water you want to drink. So whenever you infuse anything, leave it to simmer if it's heat. So leave it to simmer for about 5 minutes, strain it. If you like a hard honey, just like I said, but for me I don't have anything, I just drink it like that. Drink it morning and night. And then if it's fresh, you can actually squeeze it. Combo, just like we wash our bitter leaf, in a little water and then drink it. You can blend it, sieve it, and drink. You know, so that's how to take that. So for the pain, like avocado too, you can just squeeze it, put the paste. Once the elements have been released, put it in on the affected part and leave it for like 30 minutes. The elements, the compounds in it go into your skin and into your system to affect the healing. So, but with all these things, if you already have an ailment that you are aware of, let me sound this note of warning. You have an ailment you are aware of, please, it does not preclude you from taking your normal recommended medication. You can still take it, but you must keep an eye on your numbers. You must continue to check and monitor your blood pressure, your blood sugar. You must check so that all these things are potent. They have a way of just bringing it down, which may also be negative, may have a negative effect on you. When the blood pressure, when the blood sugar crashes be too low, it can also be very dangerous. So you must always check your numbers. You must always check your blood pressure. You must always do your blood sugar monitor. You must do that and know when, if you need to either reduce your medication, maybe you won't take it today. If it's the what's it called? The herb that you only take once a day, you must be able to, strike a balance. So that's for that. And then we all know what we call miracle leaf. I don't have that here. We all know what we call miracle leaf. Abamoda. That one is also good, just like avocado and the ones I've talked about. It is also used for blood pressure, for kidney health, for cough and respiratory issues, and it's also good for ulcers. It is good for prostate inflammation for our men. It is good for prostate inflammation. Prostate inflammation is enlarged prostate. It is not yet cancer. It is enlarged prostate. So, miracle leaf is very good for that. How do we take it? You take about 2 to 4 leaves. You wash it thoroughly and you can chew it just like that. That one has the very tangy taste. By eating, just take it, wash it, and put it in your mouth. Chew it. It's not bitter. It just has a tangy taste. Yes. It's not even very, very sour. Just as a tangy taste. And for me, it's pleasant. So you just take it like that. For some of these things that you may find, maybe the taste, we all have different taste buds. Maybe the taste is not good for you, or you don't like the taste. Maybe a dash of lemon, because lemon too has its own medicinal value. Maybe a dash of lemon, maybe a teaspoon of honey. will change the taste, and all of them will work together for good. So, then some people will do it like just take the leaf, you put it over your fire to release the components. It's not burning it, so it's just to wilt it. You know, it's very thick leaf. You know, just to wilt it, and don't let the fire touch the leaf. Just do it like this a few times over the fire, and then you release it like that. You know, so that's that. Then we know moringa zogele. That one is also a miracle plant. It is a miracle plant. That one is also good for, it is important to take note of what they are used for. It is also good for prostate. It is good to give us infused energy. It is good for joints. It is good to boost our immunity and then our libido. For men and women, as they're going into the 40s and 50s, libido decreases, sexual health decreases, a lot of bad health. Some of the medicines, orthodox medicines we're taking also affect, our sexual health. So this also is good. It boosts the libido and sexual performance. It controls blood sugar and improves nutrition. That is from moringa. How do we use it? Because moringa is a powerful antioxidant, it contains a lot of multivitamins. It has 90 nutrients and 46 antioxidants. That small, tiny leaves that we see is packed with nutrients and antioxidants. 90 different kinds of nutrients. So it is very powerful. And it is common, especially for us in the north. It is very common around us here. So we take a handful of the leaves. And the beautiful thing about moringa is that everything on it, the flower has its own use, the bark has its own use, the seed has its own use. You understand? So that's God at work for us. So for the leaves, you take a handful of the leaves, you can rinse it, and then you add boiled water. You add it to boiled water. This one is different from the other one. The other one will put it on fire. We boil it with the water. But zogele, we have actually been doing it wrong. We have been boiling it in the water. No. Well, the leaves are very tender. Very, very tender. So we already boil our water for zogele. Then you add the leaves in that boiled water and you cover it. No. I actually have been doing it wrong. Yes.
That's a moringa leaf.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You add it to boiled water. It's like we're steaming it. And you leave it for about 10 minutes. Then you strain it. So, it is a note of warning. Do not boil in water. Because it also, we said it contains 90 nutrients. Because it contains 90 nutrients, do not boil it in water so that we don't kill these nutrients, especially the vitamin C. So that we don't kill it. So, to keep these leaves, let me go to how we can preserve these leaves. It's good for you if you have these trees in your compound. You can always be going out every time to pluck fresh ones. But if you don't have direct access to it, you can cut it and then hair dry it. Don't put it in the sun. Just find space. You can just find a corner, put it in a tray, put it in a corner in your kitchen. In 3 to 4 days, everything will be as dry as this. Everything